Hey guys, this is my first tutorial, so sorry if things go wrong, but they shouldn't. I've practiced this a lot. This is my third time, actually no, it's my fifth time recording, because I just went wrong 2 times then. So, basically what this tutorial is about is it's going to be forward imports, because this is Poweringo basically, and it's a chat messaging service thing. And there's a group on here called Minecraft, which my friend owns. He's not online at the moment. But basically, loads of people in this group have been asking me, how do I forward ports for Minecraft? As they want to run servers and all that, and they have no idea how to forward ports. So I thought instead of just helping them one by one, I'll just set up this video and hopefully make it easy for them to follow. So let's get started. Basically, first of all, you're going to need to open a notepad. Now, this notepad here will be for keeping the information that you need to forward your ports. Right, once you got one of these open, just put it to the side, and you are going to now need to find your Minecraft server file. So let me just look in my folders and crap. Minecraft, it would be helpful in a Minecraft server. Now this is probably one of my old servers that's now out of date, but it's the same principles. Right, now once you've located your server files, you need to go to your server.properties. Now this file will tell you what port your server's running on, and basically you need to find server port here. Now mine will be different to yours most likely, because I've changed mine. The default one I'm not sure if it starts with 2, but mine's 1337, no joke there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and then paste that over to there and then close this because I don't need this no more, so I'll close that as well. Right. Now we need to find more information, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to start. Now if you're on XP you need to there'll be like a button somewhere. I haven't had XP before, well I have, but I haven't had it in a while. It gets run. Just click on run and then type this in. Vista and Windows 7, just use the search box down there. Sorry if you hear any beeping or anything, this is just Poweringo. I'll just mute the group. Sorry. Right, now we're going to type in CMD. Now basically what this will do is this will bring up command prompt, and with this we are going to find a few things that we're going to need. This box should appear. It's just a little box that looks pretty dull. And yeah, that's pretty much the description of it. Now, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to type in ipconfig. No spaces, just ipconfig. Now, this will bring up all of your networks, like information. It will have all your adapters. Now, I have adapters for lots of things. I have probably VMware. Yeah, there's VMware ones and all that. You don't need them, they're just for VMware. If you have VMware, this won't appear if you don't. I won't go into any more information about that, but basically if you're connected to your internet by Ethernet cable, which is what I am, then you need to look for your Ethernet adapter, which it should look a bit like this here, just different numbers it'll probably most likely have. If you're connected by wireless, you'll need to look for wireless adapter. And it should look a bit like this. It'll just say wireless, and it'll have probably a few more different things. I used to be connected by wireless, but now I'm not. But you don't need to know about that either. Right, okay. The two things that we're going to need from here is your IPv4 address. Now, this is your computer's local address that's connected to your router. So basically, all the computers in your house will have different IPv4 addresses, but usually the start 192.168 is the same, but from then on it can be different from different households. Basically what you do is just right click and then mark, and then drag over it and then hit enter. Now note I said hit enter. It's not control C in command prompt. Most things it is, but in this it isn't. It's enter. So hit enter and then go to your notepad and then control V like normal, and then just put it there, or however you paste. And now we also going to need our default gateway. Just do the same, just mark, drag over, hit enter, go to your notepad, paste. Okay, now this is most of the information we're going to need to port forward. your IPv4 address, this might change if you haven't set up a static. I'm going to do another tutorial to show you how to set it so your IPv4 address doesn't change. Because what your router does is when you have other computers on, sometimes your other computers might take your address, so it just assigns you a different address. But I'm going to set up a tutorial to stop that from happening. Anyway, now on to forwarding ports. Open up your favourite web browser. Mine's Firefox. Just wait for it to load. Sorry, my computer's lagging at the moment. I don't know why. It shouldn't do, but it's lagging. Right, okay. Now we've got this open, we need to find our default gateway, which is this one. I know that because I know my default gateway and all that, but if you don't know it off by heart, then when you're getting the information from command prompt, you might want to note down which is which, because you might get confused because they look a bit the same. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this and then pop this in there and hit enter. Wait for it to load, and then it'll come up with this: authentication required. Now, most routers do need a password, a username and password. Usually, for most routers, default is either admin, or admin password. If you're not sure, then I'm going to pop a link in the description that you can find your specific router's password and username. Although it might be different if you're, like, say for instance, I'm with Sky and my password used to be admin and Sky, instead of admin password, which Netgear routers usually are. If it doesn't work, then you're going to either have to look in your manual or phone up your ISP. I've changed mine because obviously I doesn't say Sky. Okay, now once you're in, your window will probably look different to mine unless you have the same router than me, which in most cases you probably won't. But it's along the same lines. It would be impossible for me to show you how to do it on different routers because there's loads of routers out there, so I'm just going to show you the basics and hopefully you can follow them. Right, now you see there's security here. Security is what you're going to find, because security is basically ports is to let things get through your router, like other computers connect through your router, and obviously security is to stop that. That's why you need to forward the ports. First of all, you're going to have to find something like, it will be named something like services or something like that. I can never say that word, it sounds like I'm saying surfaces. Anyway, you're going to look for that. It could be different, it could be like add program, add ports, or something like that. It could be it's different, it depends on what router you have, but mine's services. Right, now I've already got Minecraft server in, but I'm just going to delete that. Okay, no I'm not. I'm just going to make another one. Okay, hopefully this will work, because hopefully it doesn't have a taken rule. Anyway, click on add custom service, and then this window will now pop up. For name, you can name whatever. I'm just going to name mine Minecraft SE. Actually, I'm going to say S1 because SE is probably going to be taken from the other one. Its server doesn't fit in there, that's why I'm shorting it down. Type is going to be TCP/UDP or TCP and UDP. It depends how your router presents it. And start port is going to be the port that you found from your server. Mine's 1337, so I'm going to type in 1337. Finish port is the same. Basically for this, it's just you can open a range of ports. So say if you wanted to open up all ports, you just put 1 to whatever port at maximum. That's what I mainly do. I open up all my ports to my computer, which can make it less secure, but it doesn't really matter. I've had my ports open for ages and nothing's happened, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on with this. Finish port 1337. Apply. Okay. Now mine's already been taken. I've already done this, so that shouldn't pop up for you. But that's what you got to do that. Okay, so now I go to services and it's here. Okay, this is technically what I just did. It's just been taken already because the port's the same. Now what you got to do is you got to go to security, back to security, and find something along the lines of firewall rules, firewall, virtual server, something like that. All routers name them differently, which is real pain in the ass, but you got to live with it. Right, so mine is file rules, so I'm going to click on that. Now I'm going to delete this one because I know I can delete this one. That's the one I set up in my last tutorial that went wrong, because I said a load of things wrong, because remember what I said, this is my first tutorial. Sorry if I've said anything wrong, I don't realise until I watch over it, and it really annoys me. Right, anyway, now we need to click on add. Now basically this will add the port that we're forwarding to your computer. Service, it will probably have a drop down box. Sometimes you don't have to go through the services thing, sometimes you just straight away put the port in and it's done. But this one, the my router, you have to add the program and then go down the drop down box. But basically here's the program that I added. See, it's TCP/UDP and the port's 1337. See, you can either, or you could put any, all, or any TCP, and you got them. That's what my router has. My router allows that process, other routers don't, but that's just life, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to pop that in. Action, allow always. Basically this means that the port will always be open. You can set it to be scheduled to when it's open and when it's not open, but let's not do that because we don't need that. Okay, now set to LAN server. Basically this is where your Minecraft server or whatever port program you're opening for port is located. This here, this is what we're going to need. This is my computer that I'm recording on now, LAN's IP for the network. If you're hosting on a different computer, then you're going to have to go on that computer and then find it through command prompt on there. So I'm just going to pop this in here. 192.168.2. Okay, so now that's right. I know it's right because I've known it a lot. Now WAN WAN users, set that to any. Now the router allows you to set certain IPs that can connect to your server or connect through that port. If you want to go into more advanced things, you only let your friends and you need to find out their IP and then put the start and finish, but I don't do that, I don't bother with that. And log always, that just logs it, it's not really important, but it's always nice to know if anyone's connected through that port. And then just click apply and it should take you to the screen. Now you got to check to see if it's enabled with the tick box. Remember this will be different on your router most likely. Service names all correct, just check everything's all correct and then click apply. Now that we've clicked apply, it's now basically that port can now be used for other people, so people can connect through that port. Now this is going different from ports, but I'm just going to say this so I can keep it in the same video. If you want someone to connect to your Minecraft server, you don't give them your local IP. Most people that I've known have said it's not working because they've given people that live across the world this IP. This here is for people that live in your house or connected to your network. They can connect through that. If you want, say for instance, someone that lives halfway across the world to connect to your computer, I don't know, lives in America and you live in England, then you need to go to a website. Any website that finds your IP will do, but I use ipchicken.com. It may sound funny, I know it is, but that's why I use it. This is my IP here. If there's any hackers watching, don't bother do anything with it because it changes regularly, so you couldn't do anything with it. This is what you'll send to people if you want them to join your server. It will look like this though. If you've changed your port, then you need to put the port on the end, but if it's default, most of the time you don't need to put the port on the end, but if it doesn't work, then you put the port on the end. To define the port, you need to have a colon, and then your port there. So see, there's a colon there, and then the port. And then you just send that whole bunch of number there, that number there, to them, and then they pop that into Minecraft, and voila, they're on your server. That's if you've done it correctly though. Now this isn't just for Minecraft server, this the same for forward imports for anything. It's just the only difference is it's a different port. If you have any problems, just comment and I'll try to help you to my best ability, and thanks, and please subscribe.